Put the needle on the record.
Brunson stops on a dime, launches. Oh yeah! Jalen Brunson buries it.
They give it to B. All right, here it is. Bernard looking for 50, and he's got it. Back-to-back 50-point games for Bernard King.
Now has Starks for Ewing. Ewing with the spin. Ewing, yes!
1 Well, after that 132-120 win in the semis by the New York Knicks over the Orlando Magic in the Cup, the Knicks, of course, are rocketing to the NBA Cup Finals against the San Antonio Spurs. I've said this before, and I'm going to say it a million times. The NBA Cup means nothing to me. I have zero. I care nothing about it. It is an in-season tournament that really means nothing. It adds nothing. It just they're trying to add some excitement from what the NBA perceives to be a long 82 game schedule. I don't see it that way. As I love basketball. I love the NBA. The play of the NBA has gone down exponentially over the last 5-6 years because of the officiating. And we're actually going to get into that in reference to the decline in the officiating in a video after the NBA Cup Finals. But it's meant to bring excitement. It's meant to bring to bring in that fan that doesn't normally watch the NBA. I don't see it. It's you're trying to be like European soccer. But you know what? When the Knicks make the finals for the NBA Cup, I'm all in. I think it's the greatest thing ever. I think it's one of those things that they should do every year. I hope the Knicks win. I really do. Because of the fact that I think this is the window, this is the season that if the Knicks are going to do something and do something special, the all their cards are on the table right now. The stars may be potentially aligning. Winning the NBA Cup is not going to be that propellant that Knicks need to get into the NBA Finals, but it would be a nice step. It would be a nice moment. And honestly, playing against the Spurs, I'm a lot happier than playing against OKC. Because I think it gives the Knicks a little bit more of an opportunity to win. Yes, Victor is back after missing 12 games with a calf issue. He returned for the semis and scored 22 points on 9 rebounds in 21 minutes. And like I said, he helped propel that win over the Thunder, that 111-109 win. Victor, I worry about Victor. I worry about Victor is going to be like a Zion Williamson. I really worry that he's going to be like Zion. I really do. But Zion issue mainly had to do with his weight early on. He's lost all that weight. But Victor is slim build. The way that he plays, I think what was it? He played the 71 games was the most he's played in a single season, going out now into his third year. But you know what? This is a moment in time for the New York Knicks. This is a moment in time. We have Brunson, we have the Cat, we have OG Anunoby, we have Hart, we have Bridges, we have everybody. Except right now, Miles McBride. Miles McBride is still out with that ankle sprain. He's probably going to be evaluated week to week, so we got to kind of wait to see what happens right there. If you take a look at how the Knicks have played the Spurs recently, their last matchup was in March of 2025, where the Knicks lost that one 120-105. Doesn't mean anything because, like I said, it was almost a year ago. And I'm not totally blown away by the San Antonio Spurs team. I know they have some weapons outside of Victor. I know they have some players, and we're going to talk about some of those players in a minute. But I think the Knicks right now just need to play their game. They need to play their game. They need to be efficient. They need to just be who they are. They have to move the ball, get the open shot, balance scoring, good spacing, hit the open threes. And I think that's going to be, seriously, I think that's the key to the total victory. Now, the Spurs have the shot blocking ability with Victor being back. And I do think that if you take a look at the way the Knicks play, even with Victor in the game, I kind of like the matchup with Karl Anthony Towns. especially if the Knicks do a little bit more of a, make Towns a little bit more of a passer, do a little bit more of a pick and roll. Like we haven't seen completely, but we know we need to kind of see that. And I have this feeling that if the Knicks can continue to shoot from three, you're going to create more space for penetration
That's what she said.
I just had to. You're going to create more space for penetration for Jalen Brunson, and you're going to kind of take away the advantage of the shot blocking ability from Victor. If you, like I said, if you keep the ball on the outside in the beginning and then kind of collapse into the interior defense, where I believe the Spurs right now are kind of vulnerable. And I like the size with Towns. Excuse me. I like the physical matchup between OG Anunoby and Hart as well. And I think that's what we're going to have to do. I think we're just going to have to play that defense that we know that we can play, continue to facilitate for the open three. Victor is a game changer, but you need to make him uncomfortable. You need to really kind of get into his face. You kind of body up on him. He's probably going to see limited minutes, like I said, after he came back after missing those 12 games. But make him uncomfortable. The Spurs are historically a good rebounding team. So the Knicks are going to just need to box out and limit the offensive rebounds. Secure the defensive rebounds when possible is going to be important. And I think New York's going to have to do that to help push the transition. And I think they just need to be efficient with that. They always say that winning the rebounding battle increases your probability to win. And of course, that's a basic statement. It does. But I think it's going to be more true in this game. I think the Knicks just need to stay disciplined, play smart basketball, fewer turnovers, a little bit more of an efficient offense. Don't force the tough shot. The Knicks have fallen into that trap so many times. They force the tough shot. And that's kind of what they need to stay away from, because San Antonio loves those transition opportunities off turnovers. So don't get stupid with the ball. Look for the open man. Look for the open shot. Listen, I know a lot of people complain that when the Knicks attack, sometimes it seems like they're shooting with 20 seconds left on the 24-second clock. I don't mind that if it's an open shot, if it's a good shot, and you still miss. I'm fine with that. Because that's what the Knicks do now. That's the Mike Brown Golden State / type offense where you have this flow. You feel the flow. And we've seen the Knicks at times shoot 60, 70% for three for an entire half. Or even, a lot of times it's the quarter. There was a couple games that I've been to where the Knicks shot 66, 61, and 71% from three in the first quarter. And of course have a little bit of a dearth in offensively in the second quarter. But I'm going to say it again. Balanced scoring, good spacing, hit your open threes. Challenge Victor. Challenge him. Challenge him to be the player. Body up on him. You have enough wide bodies in Carl, and I know that's not Karl Anthony Towns' game, but you have enough wide bodies in Karl Anthony Towns and OG Anunoby. Hell, put the Gershon in there. Put the Dancing Bear out. Put the Dancing Bear in there. Limit second chance points and second chance opportunities. Ball control, fewer turnovers, smart shot selection. Now I'm going to say that again for the cheap seats. Smart shot selection. That's what you need. And that's what you need to look at. That's what the Knicks have to do, and that's what the Knicks need to do. And honestly, Tyler had a nice game the other night. But the Knicks need more support out of the bench. That has been my rallying cry all season. Jordan Clarkson, he's just not found the flow. He has not reached the upper level. His mind, body, and soul is not one. He's got to find the glow. Him and Bruce Leroy. And I think he'll get into it. He'll figure it out. Gershon right now is more concerned about being traded coming up in February. And he even came out and said that he's a little disappointed in his role in the offense, but he hasn't shown enough offensively and defensively at times, to continuously get more than 8 minutes a night. And with McBride being out, like I said, Tyler's going to have to step up big. You're going to have to find some more scoring off that bench. Mitchell Robinson, we always forget about Mitchell Robinson. Mitchell Robinson has that Victor build. He's not going to push anyone around as much as you're going to see Karl Anthony Towns could and should because of his size. But if there was an opportunity for the Knicks to win this NBA Cup Final on Tuesday, this is it. I think this is a much better matchup against them and OKC. I was kind of hoping to see the OKC, the Thunder, because I kind of wanted to get an idea of what we were going to be looking at if we make it to when we make. I'm not going to have loser talk when we make it to the NBA Finals. So this is the chance. This is a shot. Like I said, I'd love to see the Knicks come on with the cup. It literally means nothing to me. It's an empty cup. But you know what? Sometimes when your cup runneth over, how many more cup cliches can we come up with? But sometimes when your cup runneth over, you have to take care of those opportunities. You got to take care of the opportunities in front of you. And that's what I think the New York Knicks can do. And I hope everyone enjoys this episode. Like, subscribe, ring that bell, set notifications to all. Tell a friend. This is Tim. This is New York Knicks Unleashed. And I'm out of here.